Hello, this is Pop John and Mark, and we're out holding down the fort today. Tom and Jenny and Suzanne and all of them are out doing other things. So, and we're out digging, and we found something. Mark found something. And see it there? I'm not sure. There, I got it. We changed directions, and Mark says, I think we need to go this direction, and it looks like it was a good move.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
That's so kind of remarkable. That look how thin the tip is, actually the whole way up.
Yeah.
It didn't get snapped. I'm glad I didn't hit it with a shovel.
Yep. Yeah. All right, and Mocha's standing guard over here just in case. All right. So we'll back to you again, I hope.
Okay, it is Saturday morning, and I've rejoined the guys. They found a nice drill last weekend while I was gone out up in Michigan, and so we're having kind of a slow start this morning. But a couple things to show you. So when they were digging last week over in this area, all of this came out of the ground, and you know, this looks, it's red sandstone, but a lot of it looks like it's been in a fire. So we don't know if we came across a hearth. There's no dark features in the ground there, and there's no flint associated with it. I mean, we've been looking at everything, screening it. There's just not much associated with it. So I did a video last time where I talked a little bit about stone tools and identifying them, and somebody suggested I do a video about stone tools. And so I want to show you something here this morning. So we're finding all this rock, all this stone, and sure, you know, they could have used something like this to pound or hammer, you know, I'm sure it, quote, fits the hand. But I want to show you something that I just pulled out of the ground here. So, for those of you that are just kind of starting out, this is a hammerstone. There's no doubt about this, because first of all, you'll see the dimpling here, prominent dimpling. Now, is that a thumb hold? Is that where they were putting something, you know, like nuts to crack? I don't know, but I think this is where they were holding it, because if you look on this end, the whole way around, there's pecking. So, unlike some of the stones that you'll see portrayed on some other channels that have, they're smooth all over, most of your hammer stones will show some sign of pecking. And this is kind of smooth on this side, but up here on the ends, you can see how this is hammered off. I don't know how well that's showing up. You can see the difference there. But this is an obvious sign that that was held and used as a hammer. Okay, well, I know that's not much of a video to show you the difference, but since we found that, I wanted to use that as an opportunity to show you what a hammerstone looks like. Okay, well, again, we're off to a slow start, but hopefully we'll have the camera back on and show you another find soon. How'd we do?
Great.
So we've been sifting for a while here, and one of the things that, for those of you that haven't dug, that you're going to notice is, you know, when you're digging, you're not seeing the shine of the flint, so you have to really look for shapes. But
being in the shade doesn't help.
Not at all. Plus, you know, it
helps us.
Yeah, it helps us from the heat. But so we got down to this much, and we shook the sifter here. I've got handles on it, and none of us saw this until just now. But it's a dandy. There we go. I would say the Adena culture was represented here. We've been finding a lot of archaic, and I'm not saying this can't be, I mean it's stemmed, but the way that that base is rounded, that looks like pretty typical Adena there.
Nice piece.
That really is.
Made the day worthwhile.
I'll say. I didn't think we were going to go home with just that hammerstone. Nothing wrong with a hammerstone, but this is kind of more what we're looking for. Yep, that is awesome. Okay, well, we just started, we moved off of where we were finding that, all that stone, and we started moving back up here, so maybe we're going in the right direction. What do you think, Mocha? Hey, Mocha, what do you think?
She thinks it's donut time.
I think so. All right, we'll get back to you. Okay, let's take a look at the finds out there. So Pop John and Mark went out last week to the dig site, and I was up in Michigan for a week for some R&R, and they did really well with this piece here. I don't know if you can see how tiny thin this is, and it's an interesting material also for this area, but some sort of a paddle drill. Really good find. And then today we were out in the woods again, and I didn't show all of these. I'm going to show a couple of these tools that I found first. These three pieces right here were found really close together. I'll show this one first. Again, you can see the edge there. And this is, you know, I know a lot of people would say, oh, you found a flake there, but if you look at the edge of that, there's microchipping on it. And I think this is really interesting too. For those of you that flint knap this, you'll understand this, but if you look at this little piece right here, this was the, see if I can do this, this was the platform for this flake. So if this piece of flint was connected right here, see if I can zoom in on that, you would have this platform, and this is the piece that they would strike off the face of this, leaving the platform on there. And then if they liked the piece that came off, they put a little micro edging on it, use it for a tool. We also found this one. These were all, again, close proximity to each other. You can see what they're doing here. And interesting enough, this one also has that same platform. So again, it was struck here. This piece came off of the main piece of flint, and you had a little blade. So the other things that I didn't show today were, well, actually I did show the hammerstone. I talked about this quite a bit. And again, you can see, here's where it's either pecked out or worn out. Here's the pecking all the way around the edge. Here's the whole piece. My neighbor's chopping down trees, so it's going to get loud. I didn't show this, and this is a shame. We didn't exactly know what we had until we kind of pulled it out of the sifter and pushed it off to the side, but I don't know if you can see the polish on this. And look here, this was an axe. There's a ridge right here where the top of the axe was on both sides. Just highly polished. That would have been a very nice celt. Interesting, you know, that we found this in the woods, so that's not a plow damage. Sorry for the noise, folks. It's really loud. And then here's the whole piece we found. It's a nice surprise. Made the day worthwhile. So since I put the last video up, I did have an opportunity to speak to a group of collectors, the Johnny Appleseed chapter of the Archaeological Society of Ohio invited me over to talk about our site, our dig site, and got to meet a lot of really nice people there. Ran into Chris and Hannah, who have helped us dig before, so it was great to see you guys again. And yeah, if you were at that show or at that talk, it was great to meet all of you. Okay, well, if all goes as planned, next week we should be back out on the field site. Again, all weather dependent, but if we are, we will certainly put up a video and let you see that. Till next time, this is Commissioner Tom signing off.